That's all you can ask for at that point. All right, so yet another Road to TI game.
Fortune and glory await.
Got Lion here, Alchemist, Kunkka, Clockwork, Pango for the side of the Radiant. And then you've got Rubik, Undying, Arc Warden, Lifestealer, and Bounty. So we'll see what they're able to do. Obviously, you know, you're going to have this Alchemist farming up with the Greevil's Greed. And we'll see Ags-wise. I mean, Ags. No Ags, I believe. And then for the side of the Dire, I kind of like this. The Decay with the Telekinesis, as well as Arc Warden here. Lifestealer solo in his lane. We'll see how that works out. Bounty Hunter mid. No, Arc Warden's going to go mid. Okay, that, yeah. Well, Lifestealer's still up top. Maybe Bounty Hunter goes top as well. Yeah, Arc Warden should move back. Yes, there it is. There it is. That scared me for a second. I was like, that does not need to happen. No, don't worry, Savage. It's always on my mind, regardless of whether or not you bring it up or not. Don't worry. It's on my mind every minute of every day at the moment. Because it is bad. So, take a look at these lanes. Bounty Hunter as well as the Lifestealer. I think Bounty Hunter is really just here to push him back. So a Lifestealer can farm, but against the Pango, I don't know how well this is going to go. Clockwork right now is going to try and pull these creeps. We'll see if he is able to, and there's really no stopping this. This is why this was taken out of the game. And unless they lose vision somehow, they're not going to stop chasing him. I think we'll go over towards bottom, and it's about this Undying, just using the Decay, and eventually the Tombstone's Soul Rave to try and get a couple of kills here, and they actually go for the Telekinesis as well as the Decay, and with the Tombstone drop, First Blood comes out for the Dire. And this is exactly what the Undying was looking for, using this Decay where he can, and you take a look at just how little health the Alchemist has, and how much he could just get run down with this Decay. Nice little stun there comes out from the Lion onto 2. Meanwhile, top, Pangolier gets the kill on the Bounty Hunter. Clockwork gets low. It doesn't end up dying and does pop the salve to stay in this lane. Arc Warden over mid against this Kunkka. At least for the moment, Kunkka is ahead. I have to see how Undying really deals with this, as he's the one going for the bounty runes and moving back. We'll see when he gets to level 2 in the Decay, how he's going to deal with that, you know, doing that damage there. Nope. Again over top, Battery Assault as well as the Dust. There's the Swashbuckle to get the kill on the Bounty Hunter. Now level 3 is the Pangolier. Landing multiple Decays here is what you're going to need, and multiple hero decays, trying to stay out of that mana drain. That's for sure. Let's have himself a Mango, now up to 12 stolen strength. And they are going to bring the Clockwork here towards bottom, so they're really looking to be aggressive. There's the Tombstone dropped. Telekinesis lifting up the Alchemist. Doesn't have enough for the Decay at the moment, but now finally finds the Decay on the Lion. 16 stolen strength. Fable gets the kill on the Alchemist. They look for more, but there's the stun. One more shot comes out from the Rubik to get the kill. Now the Battery Assault. Undying stuck here under the tower with no creeps, and he will be traded for the 2 kills over towards bottom. Meanwhile, mid, Kunkka cleans up the Arc Warden. So 1,000 net worth lead here for the Dire, and that's against an Alchemist who is 10-1. He's doing his best to try and make something happen as Kunkka wheeling and dealing here over towards mid. So he's level 5. Arc Warden sitting here at level 4. We'll see Arc Warden eventually go for the Midas and then see what kind of forms from there. If he's able to keep up farm with this Alchemist. Bounty Hunter is here. I mean, they have the Sentry where they know he's around, so it's not really the easiest way for him to get in. And there's the Dust with the Battery Assault. Should be able to land a Torrent with this and get the kill. And cleaned up is going to be the BH. Bounty Hunter taken out. They have the double damage here on the Clockwork. He's come around. He's 1-0-3, involved in 4 of the 5 kills, 80%. So it just... Clockwork really making his presence felt in the early goings of this game. Over top, Lifestealer chasing the Pangolier. Doesn't have enough mana for Swashbuckle, actually. Tombstone Decay. And there's an easy kill, and Clock comes over. I don't know if this is the play. It'll be the Telekinesis back towards the Tombstone. Another Decay comes through, and the Acid Spray laid down, but not going to save the life of the Clockwork. And it is Rubik as well as this Undying really doing work, and over mid, Kunkka and the Arc Warden end up trading. So you have Track, you have Arc Warden, who's going to be going for the Midas. This is a team that is looking to keep up with the Alchemist, that's for sure. Or at least try and keep it close. So Lion dies over towards top. Bounty Hunter's still level 2. Jesus. He desperately needs some experience. Over bottom. There's the stun, and just goes off onto this Rubik to pick up that bounty rune, and right in time. But Swashbuckle used. There's the shield crash coming in, and there's the Shuriken on top with the open wounds, trying to chase down this Pangolier. One more shot, and with the Infest Pop, we'll get the kill, but there's the Dust as well as the Cogs into the Battery Assault. But taking the tower damage is the Lifestealer, so this could be another kill for him. Just to get under tower, doesn't have enough mana for that Rage, despite it being down for another couple of seconds. And not able to finish off the Clockwork, but Bounty Hunter able to survive, and now over mid again, the Arc Warden falls. He is level 6, has the Tempest double to work with, but this mid lane not going well at all for the Arc Warden.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
So again, they are keeping it close in terms of where the teams are at in terms of net worth. Gosh, using that phrase quite often.
Radiant's middle tower.
They've got 3 heroes here. I don't know if Lifestealer really wants to make his way over like that. Lifestealer now goes in with the open wounds out onto the Lion. Clockwork's here. You got to back off. You got to get out of here. Bounty Hunter comes in. He'll maybe look for a Shuriken toss. Undying getting low over bottom. He's taken out. Back over top. You take a look. There's the Fable. Rubik comes in. Telekinesis throws him back. They'll get themselves at least one. Battery Assault's hitting away at the Rubik. Need to get this Clockwork off of him, or at least get him back towards the creep so he doesn't end up dying. One more shot. Ooh, through the trees, but there's the shield crash to finish off Rubik. But Lifestealer gets another kill, and he might even have another one with the Pangolier hit with the open wounds with the Swashbuckle to get away. Stun comes out. taking all that mana away. Meanwhile, Rubik, he's going to hit 6 soon, and dying, he has hit 6. So we'll see how that goes as Clockwork grabs the Bounty Hunter. And now they're going to go in for this Lifestealer who does not have Rage. They find the stun, should have the Torrent. Don't actually throw it at him yet. They'll look for the boat. But Lifestealer able to get away from that, and now here comes the Clockwork. They should definitely have this kill. Looks for the stun, misses it as he gets pulled back. Cogs push him away, not dead just yet. Does have Rage and pops it out, so he's alive for now. Bounty Hunter, let's see if he can slow this down, and will with the Janata somehow. Oh, I was going to say the Lifestealer gets out, but there's the Cleave, and they'll also get the Bounty Hunter. Double kill here for the Kunkka.
Furled your sails, but good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So 12 to 10. Let's take a look at the Alchemist who's over mid. Let's switch it over to the net worth. And Undying as well as the Lifestealer are keeping up pretty close. So not awful. Not awful coming out from the Dire, and they do need this Midas to come through for the Arc Warden soon. If he does go for the Midas, I would assume he does. I mean, that's what you need to be doing. And he picks up boots, so is this the move now to go to the Midas?
Money changes hands.
Haste.
Swashbuckle. But Telekinesis comes out. There's the Shield Crash. They've got the Tombstone as well as the ulti and the Rolling Thunder, and that is time to get out of here. As the Battery Assault comes in, they'll hit the Rolling Thunder again onto the Undying. Bounces off the shop. He continues to move forward. Swashbuckle as well as the Cogs locking in the Undying. He's not dead just yet. Looking for the Decay once more and almost finds a kill. Angolier just barely survives, but then taken out due to the Shuriken thrown from the Bounty Hunter, and then they kill up the Clockwork. Stun comes out onto the Rubik. Denies the Cogs, and now will be forced to just TP away. And Bounty Hunter gets the kill on the Lion. So he's got a couple of kills here. He's about to hit level 6, which would be nice for the track gold. And maybe that's what Arc Warden is thinking when he may not be going for this Midas. I would assume he goes for it. I would also hope that he goes for it. And there is the Gloves of Haste. So he should be going for it. So, comes out over mid, hits on the Arc Warden. They've got the Shield Crash. There's the Cleave. Bounty Hunter dead. Arc Warden trying to run away. Kunkka's got himself 2 kills, and now Arc Warden finally grabs himself 1. There's a double kill there for the Kunkka. They take out the Clockwork. And steals the stun, trying to get away. He's stunned right back. Rubik, can he run away in time? And the answer is no, as the Armwood is picked up here for the Alk. Still only level 5 is the Bounty Hunter. He needs this level 6 to get that track.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. We'll take that.
$16 to 14. 1,000 net worth lead here, and 16 to 15 as they take the Pango out over bottom. Let's see what Lifestealer's got. He's got his Armlet. He's looking for an Echo Saber as well as the Deso. And ooh, stun charged up. Stun picked up by the Rubik. Needs to start to run, and he's got Fade Bolt as well as the Undying here. But track's available for the Bounty Hunter. And Midas soon here for the Arc Warden, who really needs to stay out of this wave, with this lane. as he is constantly getting hit by these torrents and X's and boats. He's not been able to really avoid them, and he's died multiple times and paid multiple times for it.
Radiant's top tower's about to topple.
So that Clockwork bought back, but the Lion gets chased down by the Lifestealer here. Where is the Clockwork that he bought back? I don't exactly know what he was looking for with that buyback. Bounty Hunter picks up the Bounty Rune. Dust is available. There's the hook shot with the cogs and the stun. Swashbuckle. Picking up that Bounty Rune. It was a curse. They do kill off the Bounty Hunter, but now Rubik trying to survive the battery assault of this Clockwork. Now the Rolling Thunder comes in as well as the Swashbuckle. Double kill here for the Pango. Ulti used by this Undying and does have the Yules to stop the TP. Kunkka comes in, Shield Crash used, trying to chase. The Decay comes out on 2. Maybe looking back over at the Kunkka, but Rubik gets the kill there. Kunkka gets the kill onto this Arc Warden. And we'll also take out the Tempest double. He's got 20 stolen strength. This has been a bloodbath. 40 kills in 15 minutes. Really, for the most part, leaving Lifestealer up to his own accord over top. And he'll go straight for the death zone.
Middle tower's in trouble. Which one, Dire again? Radiant structures are fortified.
Daedalus picked up for the Kunkka already. I didn't even realize he was going for the Daedalus. First item Daedalus. Jesus.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Over bottom. Telekinesis, but Kunkka with the Daedalus will grab 2 kills. 11-1 and 2. 11-1 and 2. I mean, Tidebringer, first item, Daedalus, already hitting so hard, cleaving off these creeps. What do you do if you're the Dire? That really is the question.
Dire's bottom tower. Don't look good. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Precious bounty.
Take the tier 1. They've got the X, they've got the Torrent, but there's the Yules with the Daedalus. It's half his health. And now, X with the boat brings him in. Daedalus, is it enough? It will be. But now the Telekinesis comes in, they lift him up. Pull him down, trying to get the kill. He is tracked up. There's going to be a lot of gold going the way of whoever kills him, and it will be Arc or no Bounty Hunter who gets the kill. That is 900 gold going his way. Definitely would have liked that to go to the Arc Warden, but nonetheless, they do still get the track gold.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So 23 to 23,000 net worth lead now for the Radiant, and that is half due to the fact that Alchemist is Alchemist, and honestly, I would almost say 80% due to the fact that Kunkka's just had an amazing game at 12-2 and 2. Arc Warden needs this Midas. I mean,
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
we'll see. When he does in fact finally get it, as they find the Lion and should get this kill, and will. Arc Warden grabs credit for that one. They don't end up getting the track. Now you take a look over mid. Rage comes out. They'll look for the boat. The Rum's there to keep this Kunkka alive, or at least attempt to. And now the Alchemist gets the kill onto the Rubik. They land the Torrent as the chase is on. Now they should just turn their view towards getting this tier 1.
About to be Radiant's top rubble. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Midas finally picked up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And maybe you should have helped the Tempest
Radiant's
double.
middle tower had a
The
run-in with
Midas
the
is
Dire.
on its way. But sure, why not? I'm just asking for a little bit of efficiency. Swashbuckle, shield crash. Rolling Thunder trying to get away with the TP out. Bounty Hunter over mid is going to die, and the fight is raging on as they've got the Lion with the finger coming through into the Undying. They've already lost the Kunkka, but coming in is going to be the Alchemist with the arm weight. They'll get themselves the return kill. 2 heroes dead on the side of the Dire, and now the Cogs not locking in anybody as Lifestealer is here as well as the Arc Warden. They've got the Rage, they've got the damage to continue to move on in, and let's see what they could do. They'll get the kill. It's the dominating spree going to the way of the Arc Warden. Stun comes out from the Lion onto the Arc Warden with Clockwork chasing. Lifestealer with another kill. There's the Swashbuckle to clean him up. So Teddy Bear ends up dropping, but Pango might... I think he was expecting that Swashbuckle. And open wounds in a moment. Trying to find it, thinking about it. Swashbuckle. So now he's in trouble because the Rage is there and he'll get the kill. And he looks over the Clockwork with the Telekinesis. This is going to be another kill there. Everybody dead all of a sudden on the Radiant and Dire. Wow. Lifestealer. 8-1 and 3. Grabs a bunch of kills there in that mid-fight. So Bounty Hunter with the Lifestealer infested in him, trying to find something as Rubik goes down again for the 6th time. And they know where the Alchemist is, but they are going to step right by this Lion and grab themselves some trap gold. That's a nice little chunk there.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So Arc Warden's starting to roll up the net worth chart, as is the Lifestealer, who's got himself countless number of kills. Goes into the Clockwork, Decay comes out, and another kill here for the Lifestealer. He just chases you down. He's got the Desolator as well as the Armlet. I mean, with one extra hero, he's able to kill off just about anybody. And now you take a look at the Kunkka, who I think was going to go for the Blink Dagger, but picks up the Broadsword. And he might be going into a Chrysalis, into another Daedalus. Undying up here. Does have Boat as well as the X and the Torrent. We're going to land a blind Torrent. Now the X gets thrown as well as the Boat, but the Yule's going to keep him safe. Their own boat comes in and will come across the Undying with the Rolling Thunder coming through, as well as these this Tombstone dropped. Chases on to try and get this kill, but the Swashbuckle takes him even further away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Balance the scale. Go for my master.
And then Arc Warden ends up dying to this Alchemist, who also cleans up the Tempest up. The owner picked up. He's a 15,000 net worth. He's going into a Silver Edge as well as a Basher. Bounty Hunter comes over, does have track. Also will get infested. We'll go for the Kunkka, who is trying to take these creeps. We'll see if they can get the kill. There's the track with the infest. They've got the Torrent, but not in time. So Lifestealer with another kill and just walking with this Bounty Hunter, constantly cleaning up heroes. Now he's 11-1. So Kunkka was 11-1, and now the Lifestealer is. And things have kind of changed. As it will be another Daedalus for the Kunkka. And Outrage, 1, 2, waits for the track, grabs it, and another kill, and a big boost in gold. Meanwhile, hookshot over mid. They'll kill off the Rubik once again. Arc Warden trying to fight, but what can he fight for except for his right to party, and he even loses that battle. So he ends up dying. And look for the Clockwork. They will just TP to the Shrine because they're looking for the Alchemist. There's the open wounds. That was pretty genius. And yeah, he's going to die again. All of a sudden, he goes to the Shrine and go in the opposite direction. Wow. Bounty Hunter's got himself the Spirit Vessel with the Solar Crest next, and Infest comes again. I mean, what works, works, and they're going to continue to go for it. Yeah, they placed the sentry down, so we'll see if they still are capable of making these kinds of plays. They definitely need a way of dewarding. They don't have sentry, so let's see where they go.
Money changes hands.
Won't be spotted just yet. They've got the vision. Kunkka coming back. Here they go. Pangolier nearby. Let's see which one they want to go for. There's the Infest with the Shuriken and the track. They'll get the kill. They look over. Rolling Thunder's going to come out, but it's not going to save the life of this Kunkka. And they do lose the Rubik, but it's another kill here for this Lifestealer. And the guy is level 25. The guy is doing such a great job. There's the Yules on to the Lion. Meanwhile, Arc Warden dropping again. Alchemist now looking for an Ags to give someone.
Incoming.
Alchemist is keeping up a little bit higher than the Lifestealer. Lifestealer, I would say, is keeping up with the Alchemist. And Arc Warden, 4-10 and 4, really just not surviving these fights at all. Doesn't end up going for the Silver Edge, picks up the Basher instead. And then Drums next for the Undying, who's got Blade Mail Pipe. Midas, Midas, Midas. There it is. So before he dies, and Undying in a lot of trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets picked off by the Alchemist, grabbing even more gold and getting oh so close to giving out that first Ags if that's what he's looking to finish.
Radiant are scanning for enemies. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
Hookshot comes through, and now Battery Assault stolen by this Rubik. They'll kill if the Bounty Hunter gets the track onto the Clockwork. Alchemist will stun himself, but there's no follow-up. Where's the Lifestealer? Bottom. Although he does have Nullifier. You can take a look at the Arc Warden. He's only got Boots of Travel, and I think he's looking for a Maelstrom next. They're trying to make him as much space as possible. He's sitting under this Pangolier in terms of net worth. Doing the best he can. So, 27 seconds till that Midas is up. Go back to the Alchemist. I think he is finishing off the Ags. Yeah, he is. Question is, who's it going to? You got a couple of choices here. I'd love to see it on the Lion. Although the
Trying to
Clockwork
find
would
those
be
sneaky bums.
probably one of your better choices, at least to start. Arc Warden this time taken out by the Clockwork. This Arc Warden just can't stay alive anywhere. Bounty Hunter searching for prey, and unfortunately won't find him as Rubik's in a lot of trouble. There is the Blink with the cleave onto the creeps. X with the Torrent. Undying is here, throws the Yules onto the Alchemist, but Clockwork and Kunkka still split the kill onto this Rubik. So Radiant continuing to just be the aggressors, and Dire not finding many answers on how to stop this. And soon it will be them up against Radiant pushing into the high ground. And where did this Ags in fact go? And it did go to the Clockwork, which I said I'm a fan of, and hopefully Lion gets one soon. So I would like to see his finger on you know, on a low cooldown with that AoE effect. You know, Lion with the AoE Hex as well as the AoE Finger is really deadly if he's able to pull that off. And when he doesn't have to buy the Ags for that, I mean, things just get nuts.
Amazing what you found lying around.
So 10,000 net worth lead here for the Radiant. And against Alchemist, you know, not insurmountable, just tough. And what's keeping them in it at the moment is the Lifestealer. Lifestealer is, X, as well as the Cleave coming out. They'll look for the Lifestealer, and now the hookshot comes in with the Cogs pushing him back, trying to drain that mana. Alchemist hitting away as well as that Daedalus, double Daedalus actually. Tidebringer coming through to get themselves the kill, and it's a 10 times killing spree stop. X onto the Bounty Hunter as well as the hookshot used again. I think that was blocked off camera, and now they'll get the finger to kill off the Bounty Hunter. Yeah, you see the clock on the low ground. Swashbuckle comes through as well as the shield crash. They'll look for this Arc Warden with the stun and the kill. Hookshot all the way downtown on the Rubik. And it is another one dead here. This could just be it. Tango ends up dying as the buyback comes from the Lifestealer, and now X onto him, as well as the stun charged up, but he'll infest. So he stays alive and rules to avoid the stun. Hookshot again blocked. And there's the infest popped. Two shot is the Lion, now looking for more. Nullifier comes through onto the Alchemist. That's going to be 3. He's really trying to clean up here. And the hookshot is away. Lifestealer just destroying.
Oh, bounty! Bounty!
So, Undying, he's got these drums. He's going for the Rod of Atos. Rubik, oh, hookshot was actually, I think, onto the Undying. But he's able to walk away. At least for now. They'll look for the Blind Torrent. Not going to land. Actually almost backs up back into it. And hookshot, thanks to that Ags, is able to stop this Undying from TPing out. He's got the pipe, able to survive from now. Now Clockwork, the one trying to TP out. Another TP wasted. Kunkka able to walk away for now, and now the Cogs block both the Lifestealer and the Undying out. Rage coming through as well as the Nullifier, Telekinesis, and Lifestealer does end up getting the kill. They end up cleaning up, but this is while the push is on bottom from the Pangolier. We haven't looked at Pangolier too much recently. He's got Diffusal, Basher going for the Abyssal Blade. Alchemist is going for another Ags. Looks like he's saving up in full for the Abyssal Blade. Not going to be giving the Ags up to the Lion just yet.
Top tower just tapped out.
This Arc Warden so far behind for where he really should be. Pangolier, Telekinesis, Shield Crash on top of him. Now they're going to try and get the kill, but he's got the Rolling Thunder. Track comes through. The chase is on, trying to keep up. Swashbuckle away, but there's the TP attempt. Shuriken, of course, comes in. Shield Crash again. And with the Spirit Vessel on top of him. Swashbuckle attempt. And Shuriken, Soul Rip, dead. If I don't get the Pangolier. Ooh, Lifestealer finds the Alchemist. Should be a kill here. Nullifier on top and nowhere to go. We'll clean up the Alchemist. Dead for 87 seconds. Does have buyback. But again, Lifestealer, he's trying to finish off an Abyssal Blade of his own. Meanwhile, Ags does get queued up again for the Alch. And he still has the Abyssal Blade queued. And he hasn't... I don't believe... He might have bought into it. Let me take a look. His Undying dies. Yeah, he finished off the AC instead. Meanwhile... Hookshot away from the Radiant side. There's the track onto the Lion. Maybe they'll chase over there. They'll look around these cogs, trying to get in on him as the Shuriken's going to be tossed. They'll steal the mana from these neutral creeps, continue to move in. There's the cleave as well as the Tauren. Ooh. Look at that damage come out. Hookshot misses, and they need to run. They definitely need to run. Wow.
Radiant are scanning. How does that even work?
That's close on everybody. So 9,000 net worth and you start to see these Alchemist games flatline, and that really does end up becoming an issue. Where they've kind of given it all they can, and they've been kept up with, and things don't really scale as much. They have to start giving out Ags, which is always nice when you've got a team that can take the Ags. You've got Lion here, you have Clockwork, you have Kunkka, you have yourself to maybe hold on to an Ags if you want, but why would you? Could give one to the Pangolier, but again, why would you? More the Moon Shards afterwards. I wouldn't be surprised if he gives just an Axe to the Lion and not the Kunkka and starts giving out Moon Shards instead. Kunkka gonna go triple Data Eye. Hook shot mid, and right into the hands of the Alchemist. Arc Warden dead again. They've got the track. Here comes the Lifestealer coming all the way around. Nullifier comes through. He does use that ult. He gets the bash on the Lifestealer. Now forced to run. Take a look on the higher ground. Clockwork over there, but not going to find the Bounty Hunter. Kunkka tracked.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Track comes out again. And I do know they're in Roche. Now dusted up is the Bounty Hunter, spotted by the Clockwork. Finger comes out, level 2, and we'll get the kill on the Bounty Hunter as well as the kill on the Roche, giving the Aegis to the Kunkka, which is of no surprise. He's gonna go for Lincolns. So switches from the third data list to the Lincolns.
No parts.
Hookshot hits on to this Life Stealer. Now the Abyssal Blade is going to come all the way through. Pangolier locked in for a moment, but the Rolling Thunder comes on out. Now Tombstone drops. Stun going to be thrown all the way at the Undying. We'll get the kill. We'll find some more as the Hex is thrown to the Life Stealer as well as the Hookshot onto the Rubik. They're down a man and might be down more as they lose the Rubik, but nice little stun coming out on a couple of these heroes as they look for the Lion. Shuriken goes all the way down, gets the kill, pops the Aegis on the Kunkka. You do get one, losing two, but holding the tier 3, going in with the Hookshot as well as the Battery Assault. Now looking for more is the Kunkka. Pangolier will get the kill. Pangolier ends up trading his life as Life Stealer. Is able to just rip through these heroes. Open wounds again with the Nullifier. Needs to try to find a way out of there with the Hookshot, but I don't know if that's even far enough away. Cogs keep him in there with the Life Stealer. And he ends up dropping Life Stealer 22 and 5. Nullifier again. There's the bash on the Alchemist. Torrent comes in as well as the boat, but Alchemist is going to drop, and the Infest also saves the life of this Life Stealer. Weird sentence. They do end up taking the mid-tier 3, and realistically, Dire's doing an okay job of holding. It just really comes down to if they can continue to hold like this.
Invisibility.
We'll see if Kunkka does keep in line to get that Lincoln Sphere and KB next here for the Alchemist. Ooh, Kunkka. Red started 11-1 is now 14-5-9. So the production out of the Kunkka seems to be a little bit less.
Amazing what you'll find laying
And
around.
as from the Life Stealer, he's 22-6. So he's really been bumping it up a notch. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come into a moon chart soon. And he switches off the Lincoln Sphere again. Goes back to the Daedalus. Bottom. Cogs pushing the Clockwork almost back into his own Cogs. Now the Force Staff to try and get away. Demon Edge picked up by the Kunkka. Aethro ends here from the Lion. He could use it. Again, an Ags. I wouldn't be too shocked to see that eventually. And Hookshot every 12 seconds to get away is always nice. Is over top. Tempest Double will be taken out by the Kunkka. Arc Warden, Dragonlance, I mean, he's looking for a Hurricane Pike. His farm is, for an Arc Warden, abysmal. Really just not finding much of anything. He's got 2 Midases to use. He's just been killed too many times. He's dropped 14 times in this game, and that has really slowed down his farm. And again, the only one keeping them in it is the Life Stealer.
Money changes hands. Go for my master.
Arcane Reservoir.
So Force Staff, Solar Crest. We'll see what Bounty Hunter goes for next. If it's going to be that 300 track, as they look over the Pangolier is going to use that Rolling Thunder. They'll steal it. So now Rubik's got the Rolling Thunder, but there is the 1-shot, 2-shot, down shot is this Rubik. So rip to keep the Bounty Hunter alive, or at least attempt to keep the Bounty Hunter alive. Somehow he gets out of there, and on the back lines, you take a look at the Life Stealer going for the Pangolier with the Nullifier on him, and bashed up and killed out. The Life Stealer grabs himself at least one, so it's a 1-for-1 trade at the moment. But while this is happening, going for the bottom set of racks as well as the tier 3 is the Alchemist. So he's Shadow Blades away. Continuing to come forward will be this Life Stealer. Won't end up finding him, and actually he shows himself. So I don't know if that was the best move, because now they've got the Rod of Atos with the Decay. The stun gets thrown, but what do you do now? Open wounds into the Nullifier. Bashes come out, but now you've been hit with the Abyssal Blade, and godlike is the Life Stealer. Continuing to just dominate. Triple Daedalus for the Kunkka. Hookshot comes out onto the Bounty Hunter as well as the Spirit Vessel. Force Staff away. Kunkka actually misses on the crit. And it's now only a 7,000 net worth lead for the Radiant side. Hookshot stolen by the Rubik and uses it to get away. Doesn't want to lose it. And 40-second cooldown, not the worst. So they'll have that long-range initiation. Maybe we see the Rubik go for the Ags. The 75% spell amp would be pretty nice in this game as well. As well as the null field. Midas. There it is. Meanwhile, Lifestealer going in as the Abyssal Blade. That comes through on the Pangolier. One more shot, and oh boy, Infest finally pops it, gets the kill, and now you take a look over at the Lion as the chase is on, and we'll find the stun on the Undying and the Finger as well, but it doesn't do anything but scratch the surface a little bit. And Clockwork trying to kill off this Bounty Hunter, but Lifestealer's here, so you got to be very careful. Hookshot available in 2, but you need to make sure he can't use it. The Bashes come out. Might want to walk in front of him so he can't Hookshot, but they've got the creeps here as well as the Undying. He'll use that Ghost Scepter, still trying to Hookshot away, but that's what you get. You Hookshot into them, and they are around you to clean you up. Meanwhile, over mid, Arc Warden dead once more. That's going to be his 15th death. And he finally buys that Hurricane Pike he wants. So, you know, Kunkka, yeah, he's got this triple Daedalus, but again, he's 15-5-9. He started 11-1. He's only 4-4 since that time. And it seems like not everything's going amazingly well, and this X is not in a good spot. First hit bash, the Torrent comes out, but he's raged up and he's dead. Boat's way too late. I mean, Lifestealer is able to just rip through these heroes. 23-2. I mean, the man will not be stopped, and he picks up a regen rune for the little amount of mana that he needs. And they'll pick up the bounty runes, too. So Ags next for the Undying. That's going to give him 10 decay per, or 10 strength per decay. Arc Warden going for the Mjolnir. I mean, he's practically irrelevant in this game, and I hate to say it, but at the moment, he feels very irrelevant. I mean, he's not even really pushing with that Tempest double. He's just, at this point, Midasing with it. Yeah, that's nice and getting gold, but the extra bump comes from pushing, comes from farming. Hookshot out into the Rubik. And there's the Telekinesis, throws him away, and that's exactly what you need to do. He's got the Blade Mail coming over, is going to be the Lifestealer. You're going to try and Hookshot out, but you've got nowhere to go. The Nullifier comes through, and they'll get themselves another kill. Beyond godlike is this Lifestealer. He is unstoppable at the moment. When Roshan comes back up, I am scared to say if he gets an Aegis, I don't know if they can kill this Lifestealer twice.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Get the bash on the Swashbuckle. Clockwork down for 60 seconds. Roshan up, spotted by the Undying, who is 100 gold away from grabbing himself that Ags.
Radiant are scanning for enemies. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Swashbuckle, they spot the Roche attempt going on. Acid Spray laid down to the Roche pit. Lifestealer thinking about carrying. Bashed up. Nullifier here on a Roche. Needs a slot open. Switches out the armlet. There's the blink forward with the shield crash over the top of the Roche Pit, into the Roche Pit. Now you take a look at the Undying. He's trying to keep this Alchemist away. Just gotta throw these decays, and he's still not with that Ag, so it's still only 4. But they do back them off, and they're gonna go back into the pit. He just picked off, and now Radabatos here onto the clockwork. He's going to be tracked up. He's trying to run away with the Lion nearby. The stun comes out onto the Lion. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikes from this Lifestealer to get the kill. The Ag's finally picked up on this Undying. Now he's taking 10 strength per decay. Buyback from the Lion, and Aegis is here on the Lifestealer as well as the Cheese. So we'll see what he's able to do as X comes through onto the Arc Warden. Pulled back with the Torrent hookshot. They're setting it up, but in trouble now is the Clockwork. They'll get the Arc Warden away from the rest of his team. He has done so again. Meanwhile, the Bounty Hunter over top is killed too. Undying comes, or I think thought about coming in, but his TP was stopped by the Clockwork, and actually stunning himself will be the Alchemist. Lifestealer coming around, thinking about having this Clockwork. Oh, there's the Shrine, looking over at the Pangolier now. First hit bash, in a lot of trouble with the Abyssal Blade right on top of it. Oh, boy. Big crit coming out from the Kunkka, not going to be enough. And now Alchemist trying to grab this tier 3. It's going to be Glyph, finally taken. Looks over Rax, Hex, Tombstone, stealing the stun. Needs to charge it up, continuing to lock him down. They'll get the kill. Undying is the one who grabs it. Aegis is popped on the Lifestealer. Whoa! Hookshot comes in. That did so much damage. I guess there was a crit there from the Kunkka that I just didn't see. A little bit off camera, but they kill the Lifestealer again. Stun comes out onto both the Arc Warden and the Tempest doubled. They're going to try and drain all of his mana. Pulled back into the mana draining of the Lion. But now look at this. They've got the Decay. That's going to be 40 strength, 50 strength. Looking for 60. He'll find it. And this is just disgusting at this point how hard he hits. We'll have Decay up in just a moment again. And it's not going to be needed as the kill will be there. And 4 heroes dead on the Radiant side. Ooh. Radabatos, hook shot away. Lifestealer up in 50. Let's see if Arc Warden can finally show his pushing prowess. Roaring Thunder, Shiver Crash comes in. It comes out. 30 soul in strength as well as the telekinesis in between the entire side of the Dire with Rolling Thunder stolen by the Rubik. Just needs to decay one more time with the hook shot. Oh, man. Pangolier are going to be able to survive for now. Blaymail's popped around the horn. And now you take a look at the Alchemist ripping through the Arc Warden as well as the Bounty Hunter and the Tombstone. Grabbing so much gold. And, oh, Undying actually survives for another 12 seconds. There's the TP attempt. Just needs Cogs or Battery Assault. We'll find it. Pangolier is here. There's the Swashbuckle just making space in the moment. And... okay, let's see how long this lasts. They scan where they just were. This can't be real. Oh my. Oh. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Do 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 do.
We'll take that.
Need to travel. I can't believe he did that. I can't believe he pulled that off. That's actually nuts. Ooh. Almost knocked over my cup.
A little something extra for the effort.
And And Abyssal Blade comes out trying to Rolling Thunder. Lifestealer not going to let that happen.
For my master, the death.
27 and 3 here. That death recently was just one in so long. I don't know when the last time he died was. So Lion or Elk. Who do you give that axe to? He still has it. And now he doesn't. And it was given to Kanka. Okay. Woo! Ags picked up here for the Rubik, so that's going to be interesting. Oh, he's able to play that out. If he could grab Finger, that would be pretty devastating in terms of just damage-wise. Hex here for the Undying. Undying so farmed. Oh my god. I mean, this is an Arc Warden that has double Midas with the Tempest double, and has been unable to do much with it. Maelstrom or Mjolnir, Hurricane Pike, Boots Travel, 18,000 net worth. It should be much more than that. Unfortunately, it isn't, and I feel like that's really hurting his team.
Dire's top shrine is under attack. Shrine is
Looking for the hook shot. Kills the Undying by two-shotting him. Who does not have buyback, by the way.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Hook shot comes into the Arc Warden, into the Cogs. Now they've got the telekinesis, but the Lotus Orb whips them both back up. Does not steal the hook shot. Unable to do so, and now another Ags picked up, and this should be picked up for the Lion. So just handing out Ags, like Oprah Winfrey here. Everybody's looking under their seats and finding Ags, and soon it's going to be look under your seats. You found a Moon Shard.
Precious bounty.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Hex next for the Rubik. Still holding on to that Rolling Thunder for like another 10, 20 seconds or so. And oops. Just hook shot over towards mid. You take a look. Minus 0.3 seconds of the battery assault interval. So it's much harder to get away from this Clockwork now, and Lifestealer moving in, the Force Staff attempt away. Lion unable to make it away. Did have that Lion Ag's Finger, but unable to use it, and now stolen is the ulti from this Rubik. And he's trying to get the kill, but he's lifted up, hit with the Abyssal Blade. And actually, Rubik gets the kill, and Rolling Thunder blink away, trying to get out, tracks out onto the Kunkka Swashbuckle to make some space. And it's only a 6,000 net worth lead. I mean, Lifestealer has just been all over the place to really lead this game. And again, it's because of him that they're staying in it. I'll go for the Shrine. My question is, okay, so Alchemist melts down Aghanim Scepter to grant an allied hero Aghanim's upgrades, and this may be, I should know this, but if Rubik's stolen the Ag's edition of this, and it's showing me that, can he give away this Ags? That's the question. I don't know if he can. I doubt he can. It's just the question. Look at that. Barely does any damage. Not going to use the Midas. Done in 4 seconds. I'm sorry to rip on this Arc Warden so much, but I feel like it is difference making. That he has been unable to really do much.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
And he does have 6,800 gold saved up. I don't know what he's waiting for.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen. That's
And
why
there it is, full Scotty.
So far away.
Lifestealer has gone into the Moon Shard, and it'll be boots to travel into the Moon Shard for the Alchemist. As they go after Roshan, Aegis Cheese and Refresher Shard for them. Tempestella would be nice here. There it is. She's picked up Aegis and Refresher Shard from the Lifestealer. Refresher Shard ended up giving to the Undying. Now we're into this game. Only a 3,000 net worth lead here for the Radiant side. And again, it's that Alchemist flatlining kind of. But, I mean, he's getting kills on the Arc Warden. That's about it. And maybe the supports, but not always. He's kind of slowed down to the point where I don't think he's as effective as he was 20 minutes ago. And the Kunkka, too. You know, the crit's nice, but sometimes it seems like he's lacking in these fights. Clockwork comes in. The Cogs are going to push him back. They go for the Arc Warden. Meanwhile, behind them is going to be this Lifestealer trying to kill off this Clockwork. Has he gone in too far? Now he's going to be hit with the Abyssal Blade, I believe, of the Pangolier. Hexed up by this Lion, and now the Abyssal Blade comes out on the Alchemist. Hookshot comes in, as well as the Rolling Thunder. They've already popped the Aegis. They need the rest of the team here, but the team is so far away. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it back in time. The Bashes come through, and they kill up the Lifestealer as well as the Rubik. Go after the Clockwork. Will finally get the kill. It seems like Arc Warden is finally doing something right now, but Undying taken out and Arc Warden caught up to. Arc Warden dead. Buyback from the Rubik as well as the Lifestealer. They think about going in. So 19,000 net worth lead here for the Radiant, and is perked all the way back up as we take a look at that graph. I mean, you take a look at that. It is just nuts. And oop, finger comes out. No kill for Bounty Hunter. I don't know why they back off so heavily. They could just finish this game at the moment, in my opinion.
Precious bounty.
We'll take that.
AoE Hex soon for this Lion. Rubik's got the 75% spell amp. Dying went for the 2-second decay cooldown, or -2 seconds, so every 2 seconds he's getting 10 strength. Stun comes out of the Bounty Hunter, he just bought back, he's dead again, down for 2 minutes. Been found by this Alchemist, might pay with it with his life. 4-step forward, actually overruns him, now goes the other way. There's the Telekinesis with the Silence as well as the Nullifier. They'll get the kill, he's down for 100 seconds, does have buyback, and Lifestealer is the one who gets that kill. Okay, has finally picked up that Lincoln Sphere. Meanwhile, top Tempest double trying to do something, not really doing much. Pushing out as much as he can, and, you know, it does have the Scott D down to work with. 4,500 gold saved up. We'll see what he goes for next. Meanwhile, Rubik looking for the Hex. And actually, switching over to Lincoln Sphere, not the worst ideas. They've already got the Hex on the Undying. This is a 21,000 net worth lead here for the Radiant. Orchid now finished off for the Arc Warden. He'll probably make that into a Bloodthorn. Out of Midas when you have the opportunity to. Clockwork hook shots in, and now the tombstone dropped down. They'll try and get around him. He's nullified. There's the Abyssal, and there's the kill. And they should have this, and the Fable comes in, as well as the finger. That is the first Ag's finger I think we've seen. And it doesn't really do much of anything, but they lose the Clockwork. He's down for 88 seconds, no buyback. Bots 2 here on the Lifestealer, so he can get in on that Tempest double. I believe he could. I'm not sure if he can get on the Tempest double without Bots 2. I'm not sure I recall correctly. I assume it's a hero. Or considered a hero in that one. I mean, they get the big boost in gold. Any track kill they get with that 300 extra track gold is very nice.
Dyer's bottom shrine is under attack.
Alchemist, Ags. Yeah, I guess he's just giving away Ags at this point, unless he's... Is he giving a Moon Shard here to the Kunkka? No, he hasn't. Ags could still come to the Pangolier. He's 20, 10, and 9. 526 last hits. Looks over at this Tempest double. He got rid of the Midas. He put it in his backpack. Might as well use the Midas to get the Moon Shard. I don't know why the Blade Mail's there. I don't think the Blade Mail's worth it. And now Divine Rapier. So this is where things get interesting. He sold the Daedalus to go for the Divine Rapier. Maybe he could have just gotten rid of the Desolator. But if the Desolator is what you want, the Desolator is what you'll get on the backlines. Now they got the Rod of Atos as well as the rest of the team going in. They just bought this Divine Rapier. I don't know if they're ready to give it up, but he's got the double damage. They'll take out the Pangolier. Now the X marks the spot, comes on forward. But it's not the damage that he's looking for. You take a look, it's just not enough. Now the finger comes up on them, and they've picked up the gem. So Kunkka has to be very careful. Silence. Nullifier. X, that's going to bring him right back into the hands of the Lifestealer. He actually blinks away, but now he's hexed up once again. He's still got that double damage. They're looking for the Clockwork. That's going to be the Lotus Orb and pushing him away. Clockwork trying to hookshot out, but they've got the damage finally coming through from all these heroes. There's the Ag's boat of his own, and we'll get the kill. Meanwhile, Bounty Hunter over towards bottom is killed off again by that Alchemist. Tempest double over towards top to push out. Alchemist here bottom to take the tier 3. No way you're getting back in time enough to save that tower. And if he gets caught out, that's a problem. There's the X. There's the boat. Here it comes again. Swashbuckle, shield crash, and the big hits coming through. And kill off this Arc Warden for the 19th time. Wow.
We'll take that.
Bots 2 here for the Undying. He's probably the most farmed Undying I've ever seen. Right now, I feel like it's all about getting this Kunkka. He's got that Divine Rapier. You give that to the Lifestealer. I don't know exactly what he takes out for it. He could just take the armlet off.
Amazing what you found laying around. Illusion.
And Ags picked up by the Alchemist. Give the Courier an Ags. Let him do his thing. Give the Ags to Roche.
Go for my master.
And the only one he has left is Pango. And it's literally just that, so you'd be better off with a Moon Shard at that point. Hex next for the Bounty Hunter. -3 seconds swashbuckle cooldown. And they'll actually look to try and get the Rolling Thunder started. Now lifted up as well as silenced up. Rod of Atos comes onto a creep, unfortunately, from this Undying. And the big thing here is they took out the Lifestealer. He's going to be forced to buy back if he's not too careful. Shield crash, finger pops the Lincolns, but look at that. The Alchemist just rips right through him. You take a look a little bit higher up. Swashbuckle, shield crash once again. Lifestealer buys back, going in right on the Undying. Finds himself. The Pangolier will get the kill. He's hexed up and killed out with the Silence and the Nullifier. They need to be careful as the AoE Hex as well as the AoE Finger is available from this Lion. If they're not too careful, that could be a big chunk of damage that they do lose. But they need to kill this Kunkka. He's got the Divine Rapier in his hands. If they can kill the Kunkka, they can turn this game around very heavily so. I would say if they gave it to the Arc Warden, that would almost be the turnaround that he needs. Be able to use the Divine Rapier and the Tempest Double. Their tier 4s go down to about half health. And Pango up in 80. 28,000 net worth lead for the side of the Radiant. Roche is up. 4th Roche of the game is available.
Clear sailing.
Lion shows himself. AoE Hex laid down, trying to steal the mana as well as the Finger onto the Lifestealer. Just bought back. He'll go up onto the high ground. This is a scary spot to be in. Oh, hook shot. Will whiff. Hex marks the spot. Goes forward. Does a lot of damage here to the Arc Warden. Rubik's still down for another 20, as is the Pangolier. Aegis on the Clockwork, interestingly enough. I would take away Phase Boots to give Kunkka the Aegis. Hookshot comes in, Cogs pushes Lifestealer down to the low ground. Needs to be very careful. Around the side is the Bounty Hunter. I'm surprised nobody's gotten Dagon here. I'm thinking Dagon 5. Or Dagon 5. Hookshot again. That hits on the Arc Warden. He's locked in with the Battery Assault. The Lotus Orb is also out of the Clockwork. And now Lifestealer trying to trade. He looks over at the Kunkka, who's going to be able to stop this Divine Rapier. It's on the deck. Nobody's picked it up just yet. Now they look over the Lifestealer to try and clean him up. He bought back just recently. In a lot of trouble. Stunned up, killed off. He's going to be dead for a while. Divine Rapier is eventually, I believe, picked up. I can't exactly find it as the Pangolier is dead. The buyback comes out from the Kunkka. They look over at the Clockwork. He's going to fall, but he's got the Aegis. Does Lion hold this Divine Rapier? Who holds the Divine Rapier at the moment? Lion dies. Spirit Vessel on the ground. I need... It's Clockwork. Clockwork holds the Divine Rapier.
8 knots and full ahead.
And give him back to that Kunkka. Hook shot misses. Spirit Vessel taken out. And now the Cogs, but Cogs put him in a bad spot. They've also got the Rod of Atos. That pops the Lincolns. They'll look over at the Clockwork, who will use himself. Purge the track. Slowed up is this Arc Warden, as is the Clockwork, who will use that hook shot to close the distance. Now they continue to come in with the telekinesis that hits on both of them. They've also got the Torrent on the Bounty Hunter on the backlines with the Divine Rapier. That damage is heavy. Hook shot stolen by the Rubik. Maybe he looks to go in on a couple of these heroes. Is now hexed up is the Clockwork. He no longer holds that Divine Rapier. He's getting chased down, looking to try and get the kill as the Arc Warden, but he still doesn't have enough damage to get it, and now he's eating the cheese. Puts himself back at full health. There's the boat coming through. Will hit and as well as kill the Arc Warden. Kunkka gets the kill. He's coming in here low on health. Drops the Divine Rapier again. Divine Rapier now picked up by the Undying, and it is Alchemist who gets another kill, this time out of the Rubik. 70 stolen strength, but not a lot of health to his name. Is this Undying? But there's the Hex in between these tier 4 towers. Another decay. 70 strength still. You look at the damage of the Arc Warden, finally killing that Clockwork, and now maybe trying to turn it is this Undying. That is a huge change here, with the Undying picking up that Divine Rapier. I mean, it goes from 30,000 to 15,000. Lifestealer finally back up. Oh, stunning himself. The Alchemist. The Silver Edge. 11,000 gold saved up. And now Pangolier comes over with a Lifestealer nearby. The Silence as well as the Track. Can they get themselves the open wounds? Shiva's Guard's going to be used, but they've also got the Rage to try and go in. This is not the spot you want to be in if you don't have buyback. So Undying, all of a sudden hitting for a boatload with this Divine Rapier. Oh, hook shot a little bit south, but there's the blink with the Abyssal Blade. Lifestealer in a lot of trouble with the Swashbuckle as well as the AoE Hex. Finger comes in, and I think he's got the Refresher Shard looking for the Finger one more time. But now the blink on top, the Undying's here. He's got the Divine Rapier. The Finger's actually going to be used on him with the Tombstone drop down. They've also got the stun as well as the kill from the Alchemist. Divine Rapier on the deck one more time. Alchemist finally picks up the Divine Rapier, but he'll drop that as well. It's on the floor once again. They look over the line with one shot left until he's dead. Triple kill comes in for the Lifestealer. They're going to want to hold this Divine Rapier for the Lifestealer. He needs to pick this up, in my opinion. He'll make space with the SNY, and now the Divine Rapier is on the Lifestealer. Telling you. Sounds like Rocket. He's got the Moon Shard already. Finishes off the Mjolnir. Does he switch this for the SNY as their Ancient's exposed? They're now just trying to hold. There's the Dagon. Finally, Dagon is becoming a reality. $522 last hits here for the Lifestealer. Top of the net worth. Dagon 3 is going to be finished off here for the Bounty Hunter. No racks, no towers, just an Ancient stands. Against racks, tower, racks, tower. Everything is up here. And they need to finally do some work on these racks. But everybody is about to be up for the side of the Radiant. They look over the Tempest double. The hookshot comes in. They'll finally time out and the chase is on. They need to be sure they can get out of here. As Undying, he doesn't have the Divine Rapier anymore. Rolling Thunder, there's the ulti, drops the Tombstone, looking to make something happen as the Rod of Atos comes out onto the Alchemist, as well as the hookshot that's going to hit on the Lifestealer. He's got the Divine Rapier with the BKB pop by the Clockwork. They turn around on the Alchemist, who's been nullified, as well as Silence, as well as the Abyssal Blade coming out on him. He's down for 100 seconds with buyback. AoE Lion Finger comes out on two heroes, but it barely does a dent into the Undying as well as the Lifestealer. They'll get another kill. He's going to be down for 100 seconds without the buyback. Buying back will be the Alchemist. Pushing them away with the boat is going to be this Kunkka, but they'll take out the Pangolier. He's got no buyback either. 3 heroes alive for the side of the Radiant as Dire have lost nobody, but look at the base. Alchemist trying to make a play as the Clockwork comes in. They're looking over at the base. I don't think they have Glyph for this one. Oh no, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be the Clockwork trying to finish off the game. They brought back the Lifestealer. They killed the Alchemist. He's dead for 2 minutes. They'll also bring in the Rubik. Hookshot comes down on the Undying. Finger stolen from the Rubik. It is an Ag's Finger, and now the Lifestealer trying to kill off the Clockwork. They've gone for the play. They've gone for it all. They steal himself the Hookshot. I don't actually think he has the mana for it, and hookshotting out will be the Clockwork. Now they've got to clean up these creeps. 1,200 health is the Ancient at the moment, and they need to hold. Bounty Hunter here to spot this Kunkka. as well as the Clockwork. They've got the Vision. Lifestealer from behind. This could be the play. There's the Deacon with the Hex as well as the Silence. Meanwhile, the hookshot goes away from the Kunkka. He's dead for 100 seconds. Clockwork all by himself. This is a problem. It's him against the world. But he'll kill the Undying and look for more. I think it's really doing part of these mega creeps. BKB hookshot away. Buyback from the Undying. 2,000 net worth lead. This was a 30k net worth lead. Hookshot comes out from the Rubik. Just trying to hold these creeps. Undying trying to survive. Drops a tombstone to deter them. Or at least hold them. Delay them. Steeler pushing out mid. Trying to do what he can. Still has that Divine Rapier on him.
This is the part where Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Moonshard, 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 Moonshard. Moonshard for everybody as well as an Ags from this Alchemist. And the game's not over. Lifestealer's got himself 53,000 net worth. 77 to 74, 80 minutes into this game. The Ancient's exposed on the Dire side, slowly regenning health at 8 a second. Trying to get back to full. It's the only thing standing in the way of Radiant winning this game. Dire with these bots have made it possible for them to really come in and stop the Radiant from getting... Oh, forced effort cross off on the Clockwork. Battery Assault comes in, but there's the Telekinesis as well as the BKB popped again. They'll try and chase him down. It's not a long BKB, but it's enough to get a hook shot. Going in top. Clockwork there. Pangolier moving forward with his Swashbuckle. Lions here as well. Draining the mana of this Arc Warden, but there's the Rod of Atos, 4 staff away. Oh boy. Found out is the Kunkka. He's going to try and heal himself up, but there is the Tombstone as well as the kill. He's down for 99 seconds without the buyback, blinking to the high ground as well as the Finger. Coming through from the Lion and now trying to get away, but he's slowed up. Finger turned around from the Rubik, sent on back, and that is the Axe Finger to get the kill, but now, oh no! Lifestealer's dropped the Divine Rapier now into the hands of this Alchemist. Buyback will be the Lifestealer, but he'll take it right back from the clutches of his palms. Looks over at the Clockwork. He's going to get low, lifted up, toned down, taken out. And they still hold. They still hold with just their Ancients standing. 4 heroes dead. Pangolier the only one alive. They lost the Divine Rapier for like 3 seconds, but they pull it on back. This game is now back to even. And for what seems to be the first time this game, Dire have a lead.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Creeps attacking the Ancient, trying to regen. Has himself 1,800 health, at least for now. Meteor Hammer will come down on these tier 4s as they start to get destroyed by the Dire side. That's 1. That's 2. Pangolier has to make a play at the Ancient. It's a little bit lower than the other side, and now the Glyph will come out, so Pangolier's going to do all he can to try and base race this, but the Abyssal Blade comes out on the Arc Warden, the 4 staff away. It's the Hurricane Pike to try and keep him alive, and now they've got the Glyph on the Dire side. Meanwhile, back at the Radiant, they've got